Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, and it is time for season 2 of Marlins franchise. We let the last episode we let everything play out, got through the off season, made a couple of pretty big signings in the off season, so we will go over that. I also have to move two players off of my to move two players out of my uh, uh sorry, yeah, we've got to move some of these players around. So we've got to limit our roster size. Let's just again throw Lizardo up here and see what comes back. I do have my trade block, or I do have him on the trading block, looking for center field, right field, and first base. These trades kind of have dried up a little bit. Move him. Yeah, I'm just gonna send him down to AAA for now. AA roster's a little lacking in people. Okay, there we go. Now we have the minimum. Oh yeah, we've got our pitching rotation going into this season is going to be Yuri Perez, Sandy Alcantara, Braxton Garrett, Ryan Weathers, AJ Puck, and we have Edward Cabrera as a long relief spot start option. Perez and Alcantara obviously spent the whole season injured. Injured in quotes. They were pitching in AAA, but Braxton Garrett was our best starter for most of last season. He did finish on kind of a cold streak, but his ERA was very good. He improved that from the year before, so that's good. Weathers struggled to start the season, but got it together when he went down to AAA. So we'll see how he fares. He may be somebody that ends up getting replaced. And then Puck was probably our starter with the second best season last year. Finished with a 3.19 ERA, went 9-8, and his WHIP was rather high. I didn't even notice that. He had the same WHIP as Ryan Weathers. And I've also set my lineup for this season. So against righties, Vidal Brujan will be leading off as our DH. Matt McLean will be batting second, playing shortstop. Jazz will be batting third at second. We've decided to move him back up to the third spot due to his high clutch rating. Jake Berger will be playing third against righties. And he's batting fourth again because of his power and his high clutch rating. Brian De La Cruz, we've got at the fifth spot in left field. Pete Alonso will be playing first. He's going to be our everyday first baseman. He's not getting switched out at any point because he hits for power well enough against everybody. Jesus Sanchez is our starting right fielder against righties. Avisayo Garcia is playing center field, and Alejandro Kirk is our everyday catcher. Versus lefties, Jorge Mateo takes over, and he will be DHing. His fielding numbers aren't any better or worse than Jazz's, but Jazz has a lot better reaction time, which is important at second base. But Mateo will be leading off mostly because of his speed, and he does hit for contact better against lefties. Matt McLean, again, is our everyday shortstop, and he hits better against lefties anyway. As you can see, he's got 97 contact. Jazz at second, Alonso at first. Nick Senzel takes over as our third baseman against lefties because he is kind of a lefty killer. De La Cruz will still be starting against lefties. His contact is good enough to make up for his lack of power there, so I don't mind it so much. Garcia playing center field. Kirk will be at catcher, and we are starting Victor Mesa Jr. at right field, just because of Jesus Sanchez's abysmal contact numbers there. Vidal Brujan is also a possibility in right field. But I would like Victor Mesa Jr. to get some playing time, so that's why we're kind of doing it this way. And this way, Mateo will be available to back up any of these other infield positions because he plays, or any of these other positions because he plays everywhere. And he shouldn't get too worn out playing DH every so often, which is nice. So, yeah. But we've got our season opener where we will be taking on Matt McLean's former team, the Cincinnati Reds. So we had identical records last year. They ended up with, I think, the fourth best odds in the lottery, or maybe they were third and I was fourth. We are going to be rocking out with our, not City Connects. I'm trying to figure out which of these jerseys I want to wear. We don't get to see these very often. We'll wear those. No quick counts. We will be playing the whole game. This will let us see Yuri Perez in his entirety. And we do have a lefty, so Jorge Mateo will actually be getting the start today, as will Nick Senzel and Victor Mesa Jr. Starting lineup for the Reds: Jake Fraley, Will Benson, Spencer Steer, Ellie De La Cruz, Thairo Estrada, Xavier Isaac, Hamer Candelario, Jay Allen, and Ronaldo Hernandez. A pretty young lineup for the Reds. I'm thinking Jake Fraley's probably the oldest one there. Just off the top of my head, I don't know for sure. But it is opening day here at Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida.
Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Miami Marlins.
Yuri Perez looks like a freaking giant next to Alejandro Kirk.
Yuri Perez. What do we need to know?
I don't actually know. That's interesting. I wonder what the height difference is. Kirk is 5'8". Perez is 6'8". So there is a legitimate foot difference between the two of them. That's fun. All right. Perez kicks, deals, and his first pitch in over a year is a strike to Jake Fraley. Now, Jake Fraley does kind of crush right-handed hitting, so we got to be careful here. But 2 straight fastballs got him questioning life a little bit here. Let's slow it down. He paints the corner. Fraley can't do anything with it, and he goes down looking. They're actually valuing Oakland's farm system at number 3 in the majors. Will Benson also somebody that hits righties really well.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Bounced up the middle into the outfield base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out
So
single.
McLean can't reach there. I wasn't going to dive for it. That's an easy way to get somebody hurt. But Will Benson will reach for the Reds' first base runner. Spencer Steer up now.
Spencer Steer in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And there's a foul ball.
1-1 count now after the foul ball.
And that one fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see.
Well, I don't know that that broke nearly as much as I would have liked. It did not.
Here's a 1-2. That one ripped right center field. And it's into the gap.
Garcia not quite fast enough to get there.
Coming home. The relay throw. He's safe.
And Chisholm does not make nearly good enough of a throw to get the runner at home. So that is going to turn into a RBI triple.
Gloves it on the dive. Safe at first.
That's Ellie De La Cruz over there. We weren't ever getting him. 2-0 lead.
Now he's on base to possibly do some damage.
First batter for Perez went real easy, and everybody else has been a bit of a struggle.
Just missed. 2 runs across in the inning here on opening day. And another ball. Sharp grounder.
And that's a base hit. Go ahead and throw that to third. And even with De La Cruz's speed, Garcia manages to gun him out at third. That is huge. Takes a big speed threat off of the base path.
Now for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
It's probably been better off leaving him at second and then having him steal third, but strike 2.
Up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And we managed to get through the inning there. 19 pitches total despite giving up 2 runs.
Bottom half of inning number 1 coming.
4 hits. giving up there. And now Nick Lodolo up for the Reds on opening day. 13-11 record, 3.31 ERA last season, 24.7 strikeout rate, over 200 strikeouts, way more than anybody on our team.
That are pitching sub-twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game.
And his first pitch is a ball to Jorge Mateo. Mateo, of course, a guy that we acquired in a trade. I think Nick Gordon was the person that we traded him for, or that we traded for him.
And there's one down. And the batter now, Matt McClain.
Gordon wasn't hitting well. Mateo gave us a lot of options as far as infield depth.
Foul ball.
Well, infield and outfield depth, both.
And now the lefty swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jazz Chisholm Jr.
We're not prepared.
Now. First pitch misses. The Reds up by 2 here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Jazz fouls that one off very late on the pitch.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gonna really need
off-speed stuff is.
that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
I think we were late on that too. No, we had good timing. Just didn't do anything with it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And 1, 2, 3.
So 2 strikeouts for Nick Lodolo in that inning, and we do nothing.
That one ripped. That's a fair ball down the right field line. Around first and hustling for second. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit.
Not a good start to this inning so far for Perez.
Right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Jay Allen in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Perez is still pretty young. I think he's 21.
And that one is lifted in the
at this
air.
point.
Mesa under this one. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third.
I had to throw to the cutoff guy. I don't think Mesa was making the throw all the way to third. So.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Up the middle. McClain.
Can't get the lead runner there. Just got to throw over to first.
And throws to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
3 runs now for the Reds.
Top of the lineup, and here is Jake Fraley. First offering, and it just misses. Fraley, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That's hit 99. That's his fastest pitch of the pitch today.
Right side.
He's fouled.
Foul ball. 1 run across in the frame. So
See if we can get him out the same way we did the first time.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. They don't come much closer.
Ooh, we managed to get him. I would have rather Senzel gone after that, but.
And we're back. And now the first baseman.
And so our big offseason acquisition, the polar bear, Pete Alonso, decided to take his talents to South Beach to try and launch some bombs for us.
Back to work. That one missed.
A 3-0 lead,
and that is a
great,
ball.
But you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And he chases that one. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Third strikeout now for Lodolo.
Nick Senzel. Hit in the air, right field. Benson.
That's not going to drop.
Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz.
With the hit, that was our first well-struck ball. And De La Cruz is going to manage to get on base here with 2 outs. Great bit of hitting by him.
Garcia up to the plate. In the air to left center, De La Cruz sizes this one up, and that's the inning. Back here in Miami, top half of the 3rd inning, and here is Will Benson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those
That's
things
2 straight balls now to.
A little bit of length in this one.
The pitch. In there at the knees. Now 2-1.
That's a tough strike call for Benson because we've definitely thrown 2 pitches that were probably less low than that got called balls. So he is going to get that one through. They're just hitting these balls in places that we cannot make plays on them.
Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. And the right-hander deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Okay, 1-2 count to Spencer Steer. And we get him. Strike 3. That is the 3rd strikeout of the game now for Yuri Perez. He had an RBI single last time. I would much rather just strike him out. I do not want him having any opportunity on the base path.
You don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
We get him. 99 on the gun. Second time Perez has hit 99. We've yet to hit 100 today, but it's not all about throwing power. I have firmly come to the conclusion that the reason that we've had so many pitcher injuries is because of these pitchers feeling the need to throw as hard as humanly possible. You know, it's not, you know, if you can throw it 105, that's all fine and good. But, you know, sometimes you need to just take stock of things and say, okay, maybe I need to drop it down to like 96 or 97 and just place my pitches well. Oh, Alejandro Kirk up to the plate now. Good contact hitter, and that is going to show, because I think that will, nope, not going to drop. Will Benson got enough speed out there to get to it. Now the youngster, Victor Mesa Jr. I'd like to see him develop so that maybe he takes over as our full-time center fielder. But
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
And it's fouled away. The Reds
0-2 count out of Mateo.
The last half of the 3rd. This one in
And he's going to pop that one up, and that will be out number 3.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And here's the first baseman.
Top half of the 4th. 3-0, and I think we still only have one base hit.
Good fastball. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. The pitch.
This will be pitch number 50 for Perez, and it is the pitch that gives him his 5th strikeout.
Right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off.
It is fouled off towards the third base side of things. 0-2 count to Jaime Candelario. Popped
Swing
up
and a
behind
pop
home
up.
plate.
Foul
Luckily,
territory
we've
for the
got
catcher.
Kirk, a very
Calls it in,
sure-handed
2
catcher.
away.
And he'll put that away for out number 2. Now comes Jay Allen. I think is their catcher. Maybe.
He gets there with the slide.
And Nick Senzel slides into it.
Very nicely
Allen has a lot of
taken.
speed, but not enough to matter. We get the out. If that was Ellie De La Cruz,
Now at the plate, Matt
different story. He probably gets on base.
The wind of the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches. They're
It's ball number
chasing
2.
outside of the strike zone.
Lodelo's
Can't
read
do
the
much of
scouting
anything
report
with
up to
those
this point.
locations, and that's been true again today.
Liner,
And that's good contact hit
It's
right
never
to the
fun
second
going back to
baseman.
dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but
That's
you
about
don't get some
5
bad
foot to the
drives. You know,
left.
when you make great contact,
McLean's on
you feel
first.
like you've done everything right, but in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Same situation.
fires over to first.
The second baseman just has to do a little bit more work.
Here's Pete Alonso.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good
It's ball
execution.
1 on the slurve.
In the air out towards right center.
Good contact, and he's just going to turn it into a little pop out to
Makes
center
the
field.
grab, and that's the inning. New inning getting started, and here's the catcher, Ronaldo Hernandez. Slice the other way, that's a base hit.
And that is a base hit.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, we are just...
So up next, Jake Fraley.
We're struggling so far this game.
And a foul ball.
Opening day
These
jitters.
Reds putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball.
Hopefully
and it's paid
Perez
off
is able to
well.
stretch
So
this
far,
start.
6 hits against that pitch alone.
And the batter now, Will Benson. First pitch just misses. Benson goes 6 feet 5 inches, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016, and a base hit.
That guy was slow enough that nearly got him out.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Four-seamer
In the box again.
in
Takes a
for
strike.
strike number 1. That one fouled off to Spencer Steer.
Just missed the inside corner.
I like that location, though. We're going to do it again.
Caught him looking
And that one's a strike. Out
You
number
gotta be ready
2.
to swing the bat with the
6th
runner in scoring
strikeout
position.
for
If you
Yuri
strike,
Perez.
just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure.
Strike 1 to Ellie De La Cruz.
at the plate for the
De La
third
Cruz is a
time
switch hitter for anyone that didn't know.
Screamer into the outfield. Base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on.
And that is an RBI single for Ellie De La Cruz.
Often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him
Poof,
looking, that's a
punch out,
strike.
got him looking. 7 Ks
Pick up 1 run on the
for
RBI
Perez.
single.
So you've had the good and the
It's
bad.
now a 4-0 ball game.
Luckily, he's not giving up anything long. I don't know if that really makes it better or worse.
Bottom of the inning. And now
They had that triple, but that was more like poorly. That was just me poorly playing it.
Here's a swing.
Nick Senzel gets us on the board. First home run of the season goes to the lefty killer himself. Nick Senzel makes it a 3-run lead, or a 3-run game once again.
Went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it.
377 feet. That looks a lot deeper in this park than it actually is. And De La Cruz, I thought that one was going to get down.
Here's the center fielder, Avisail Garcia. Flied out his first time. Swings and blasts.
That's well hit by Garcia.
He dives, but can't hang
And a center fielder's going to miss it, so Garcia's going to get to second base.
Didn't take long to get
Hit him right in the glove, but he couldn't hang on.
Split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you
Luckily for them, it fell right in front of him, so he's able to pick it back up. And also that was
And up next for Miami,
Garcia, not like Matt McClain or somebody.
He's 0 for 1. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Mesa Jr. 0 for 1 as he popped down foul to third his first time up. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, out towards
So
left center.
obviously,
No trouble
most people
here.
would have
Gets
said
it away for
that
the
we
out.
should have looked to replace Avisail Garcia in the offseason.
One back thanks to
So we
this
see a recap
solo
of Nick
homer.
Senzel getting
It's
us
now
on
a
the board.
4-1 ball game.
But he actually got better.
Back
Like
here
his
in
overall
Miami,
is a
starting
one
the sixth,
higher
John Shelby with a Singleton.
going
And
into this
leading
season
off,
than it was last
Xavier
season.
Isaac.
And whenever we used him in game, he was actually really
Off
good.
the inside edge.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes.
I guess maybe I
Unfortunately, they're making
maybe I like his
contact,
swing, and so I'm able
the
to
swings and misses.
play better with it or something. It's kind of like Josh Bell.
And that one hammered. That's back.
De La Cruz isn't going to be fast enough to get to
He
that.
will get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Really
All
good
right,
swing.
may need to start warming some people up. Danny Colombe is the only lefty we have in the bullpen. I'll also warm up Brazaban. Overall wise, he is technically our worst reliever, but he was also an all-star last year, so
Just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Candelario stands in now and watches strike 1.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the
there's another strikeout for Yuri Perez.
And a swing and a miss.
Like I said, good with the bat. He's at 8 strikeouts, but he's also given up 4 runs.
Now, Jay Allen. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's downstairs and outside. 1 out and a runner at second. Ground ball right side, Alonso. And he handles it himself for the out.
All right. Second out, runner is at third now.
Hernandez, the next to hit for the Reds.
We need to be careful,
Lifted in the air, right
and
field.
that'll work.
Mesa moving
Assuming
under
Mesa
this
actually
one.
fields it, which he
Pulls
does.
it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So 1 left for Cincinnati as they hold
The Reds
on
do
to
get their
4-1
10th hit of the game, but
Well, we go bottom 6.
okay, so coming up, they're going to have Jake Fraley, Will Benson, and Spencer Steer. I think that is enough incentive for us to go ahead and schedule Danny Colombe to come in the game for his first appearance as a
Jorge Mateo
Marlin.
now. Lodolo back to work. And ball 1.
You know, these Marlins, as you probably noticed,
Due to our free swinging, Nick Lodolo's at 36 pitches.
First pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
Matt McClain, the next up for the Marlins. Hit hard on the ground.
We're getting good contact. It's just
2 up, 2 down.
they're not going anywhere other than right to people. So opening day in the AL, they are projecting the Astros, Red Sox, and Twins to win their division, and the Orioles, Rangers, and Mariners to be the 3 wild card teams. So
Into
interesting.
center, moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
Jazz flies out to center field.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher.
Colombe is going to come in 1.72 ERA last year in 48 appearances.
Can give players a chance to fight back into the game.
So the lineup flips over. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley, not a good hitter against lefties. Which is obviously why we went ahead to Colombe. He is usually going to be one of our late inning guys.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Well, we are in the 7th inning, so I guess really this isn't that. We are fairly late into the game. This game has just gone so fast because I am doing nothing offensively.
Left-hand hitter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1-2 now. Stays alive.
Okay, Fraley, I'm going to need you to stop. And there we go, we got him.
For a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be
8-pitch at bat. Will Benson is 3 for 3 today. Let's see if going to a lefty changes that. And so far, they call him safe on that. There's no way. We're going to challenge it because why not?
Two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made.
Oh, he was way out.
At the replay center.
Way out.
Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after.
And they do change it, so 2 outs now as Spencer Steer is going to come up to bat.
That is ball 1. Just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And that one clips the corner. The pitch. Fought off foul.
3-2 now.
3-2 now. And there's ball 4.
Yep, shouldn't have gone to that pitch. Okay, does Ellie hits worse versus lefties? Okay.
Have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI.
I was coughing and it screwed up my.
That is if you are the
screwed up the pitch. Anyway.
2 outs. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The shortstop takes a ball. The 2-1. And a foul ball.
Swings through it. Colombe does give up the walk, but every person he came in to face with this, you know, the people that we brought him in for, he got out. So that's good.
And we're back. And now
he did go through quite a few pitches, though, so I think we're going to have to go ahead and pull the plug and let Brazoban take over. 4-1 now here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's... No, that is a foul ball. Just early on that. Had the distance, but it was just outside of the foul pole.
Up and loosening in the pen. Mole, the lefty, warming up as well. And here it comes. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. The wind and the pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Okay, we managed to foul that one off good.
Foot slider ties him up.
Lodolo's breaking stuff has absolutely killed us today.
Right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay.
Senzel took him deep last time he saw him. Can he do it again?
And that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere.
Not on that one anyway. 47 total pitches. He's closing in on his the most pitches he's thrown in an inning.
And that's down and away.
That's pitch number 9 this inning.
That just
10.
misses. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Well struck right field.
Nick Senzel is going to get to second, it looks like. With 1 out, Senzel is on second base.
Call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat.
Cruz with a 77 clutch rating. That is unfortunately actually lower than his regular lefty contact rating.
Well, you can't really adjust your game.
Obviously not going to expect anything to go deep. Ooh, that was close. That was close. That was really probably should have been strike 3.
Bounce to the right side. Estrada.
That's enough to advance Senzel to third.
And that's an out.
We do have 2 outs now, though. So,
At the plate for Miami,
Avisail Garcia is at the plate.
Popped up to the left.
And
In
that's
foul
going to
ground.
be the inning.
And
So
that
despite the
is
double
that
from Nick Senzel, we do nothing with it.
for Miami, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Huascar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The 1-1. And misses inside. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Do we get 2 challenges? We do. We were successful on the first one. We have to make the call again. Like, I really feel like we have to do this to get.
Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog.
I think that's going to be overturned. It is. Sweet. 2 successful challenges for us today.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm interested to see if in their playoff predictions they have us making it. Braves, Dodgers, Brewers, they have as the division winners. The Phillies, they are projecting us to win 90 games.
One down, base is empty. Popped in the air, left field. De La Cruz.
That's like 21 more wins, I think.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jamer Candelario. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, that's scary.
2 down, nobody on.
It should be 5-1.
Next offering is down low. To the right side, Chisholm. Over to first.
And Brazoban does what he was supposed to do. Came in, handled business.
To the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Marlins catcher.
So 8-9-1 hitters coming up.
He turns on the rubber. And with that good live arm delivers. Candelario. Tosses to first.
I was going to say the only way Kirk runs that out is if it's overthrown.
Now for the Marlins, Victor Mesa Jr. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
I don't expect Lodolo to get, I don't know, they might.
On the ground,
It's going to probably depend on how this inning goes.
Just foul.
Probably if we put another run on the board, they'll pull him.
By 3. Here the bottom half of the 8th.
At least for the 9th, but God, I cannot deal with the
He's
slurve.
locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Mateo at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Bunt attempt.
He popped it up. You got to be kidding me. Can't even bunt my way on.
That'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Jay Allen. Hit on the ground to the right side. Alonso steps on the bag.
We're going to leave Brazaban in for this inning.
Now the catcher up to hit, Ronaldo Hernandez. Swings through that one for strike one.
He was our best reliever last year, and I'm willing to give him work this year. We brought him back for a reason, so.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Fraley in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And the slider just misses. Righty delivers. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that
1, 2, 3 inning for Brazaban. That's exactly what we needed.
And here comes the closer,
TJ Antone is the Reds' new closer, it looks like. So
Down the number 2 hitter.
he is a righty. That means we will be making some changes.
Late with the swing there.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only.
Now this one's crushed down the line.
And
Foul ball.
God, that's 2 times that's happened to us now. 4.2 feet outside of the foul pole.
Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's a 97 or 96 mile per hour sinker. That's probably why I was behind on it. Okay, Jazz, prove that you're not the most overrated player in the majors.
Helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Y'all send somebody out that doesn't throw a fucking slurve.
Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not.
Alonso hasn't been good in his
This is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there.
Marlins debut, but that may be. Never mind.
And he makes the
It died.
ball game, and the Reds take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, his first save of the season is in the.
And we didn't even put forth any effort in the ninth.
4-1 the final here today.
The Reds are going to beat us. The only even threatening thing we did was that solo home run by Nick Senzel. Perez does take the loss, as he should. He gave up 4 runs. He didn't get any run support, though, but he got a single bit of run support. Did have 8 strikeouts. Oh, that was just a bad bit of baseball from us. We, I think, definitely could have won that game. And the only reason I'm coming... Okay. I wonder if there's any interesting players on the... No, there's not. Not anybody at all. We're going to take a look. David Fry is here still. The Astros have put Lane Thomas up. Jesus Luzardo is the 3rd best player on the trade block. And the Phillies, Mets, and Diamondbacks are all interested. Not that motivating of a... I'm not really seeing anything here that I'm super interested in. Josh Smith is up to a 77. The hell? What did he do last season? He only played in 79 games. Jackson Holiday being here is wild. The Reds have put Trevor Rogers up on the trade block. Okay. Nobody that interesting. Well, that is going to do it for the sixth episode, I think, of Marlins franchise. Season 1 is not off to a good start, but we will hopefully improve from there. I'm thinking once we start simming the games, we'll win more. Because they do consider us the 7th ranked team in Major League Baseball. But anyway, you guys, I'll see you in the next one. This is Friar Chuck saying bye-bye.